That's what I said. Everybody know he paid me $2,000 to say that, right? Why would they not have sex when they're rappers?
Call him. He loved me while he loved me. And only I can, just like Diddy. The same thing with Diddy. Nigga, they loved me while they loved me, bro. Period.
Orlando Brown is back at it again, and this time, he's not holding back. The former Disney star, who's known for his wild interviews and out there statements, just dropped some heavy claims about top rappers paying him off to stay quiet about Diddy's darkest secrets. And with Diddy already facing serious lawsuits and an upcoming trial, the timing of this couldn't be more suspect. Y'all, Orlando might have been onto something this whole time. For years, Orlando Brown has been out here trying to expose what really goes on behind the scenes in the industry, but instead of people taking him seriously, they brushed him off, calling him crazy. No cap, folks laughed at his interviews thinking he was just spiraling out of control, but now, with Diddy waiting for his day in court over some wild accusations, ranging from SA to allegedly being involved with male rappers, Orlando's claims are suddenly looking real different. Now here's the kicker. Orlando hinted before that Diddy did some X-rated things to him when he was young. Back in the day, Orlando was trying to switch things up from acting to music, and guess who was supposed to be his mentor during that time? Yep, Diddy. And we all know how things can go sideways when Diddy's involved in someone's so-called mentorship.
Diddy. God.
But it doesn't stop there. Orlando isn't just hinting at what Diddy allegedly did to him. Word on the street is that some big-name rappers might be trying to throw him hush money to keep him from exposing their ties to Diddy. And let's be real, Orlando has been mad explosive in these interviews, dropping names and throwing shade left and right. The question is, who are these rappers? And why are they so scared of Orlando spilling all the details? If you've been riding with Bow Wow's story from the jump, you already know that Snoop Dogg was the one who put him on. At just 6 years old, Bow Wow caught Snoop's eye, and soon after, he was hitting the big stage alongside Snoop and Dr. Dre. But things took a wild turn when Snoop had to cut ties with Death Row Records, leaving Bow Wow's future hanging in the balance. Snoop knew he couldn't leave the young star in the middle of all the chaos, so he did what he thought was best. He passed Bow Wow over to Jermaine Dupri. Now, on the surface, this looked like a smart move. Under Dupri's So Def label, Bow Wow became one of the youngest rap sensations, dropping hits and landing movie roles left and right. But now that Jermaine's name is being thrown into the mix of Diddy's freak-off drama, people are giving Bow Wow's past another look, and what they're finding ain't pretty.
This is love right here at the table right here, man. This is 20-something years of love right here. Like, before I had kids, you was my son. And that's just what it is. It's the same with JD. I seen how he raised you. Like, he put his career on pause for you. Know that.
Here's where things get even messier. Allegedly, Dupri wasn't just Bow Wow's mentor. Rumors suggest that Dupri might have introduced Bow Wow to some of the darker sides of the industry. And if the whispers are true, Dupri was a regular at Diddy's infamous freak-offs, bringing young Bow Wow into those wild scenes. Imagine being a young kid in that environment, no cap. That's messed up on so many levels.
You know, like,
yeah, I never really experienced that shit before. Like, yeah. And you know, I can only go by my life, you know what I'm saying? This is me talking about me, you know, I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been living in Atlanta.
But wait, it gets worse. Word is, Dupri didn't just expose Bow Wow to that lifestyle, he allegedly passed him around to other industry power players, including Diddy himself. If these claims are legit, it paints a disturbing picture of what Bow Wow went through during his So Def days. Now, this brings us to Orlando Brown. Y'all remember when Orlando shocked everyone by claiming he had relations with Bow Wow? Yeah, that was wild. But what if there's more to the story? Allegedly, Diddy might have been behind the whole thing, forcing both Orlando and Bow Wow into situations they had no control over when they were just young stars.
He's got good pussy. That's all I can tell you.
okay.
Orlando has been hinting at these dark industry secrets for years, but people brushed him off, calling him crazy. But now, with Diddy's legal troubles and more stories coming out, folks are starting to wonder if Orlando was spitting facts all along. And if these rumors about hush money being offered to Orlando are true, it raises even more questions about who's trying to hide what.
Saying that Bow Wow's
No, I was no.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about That's So Raven. Like on the set.
It's the same thing.
What was the remember my
Okay,
market?
everybody,
No,
Bow Wow
I'm
was
saying.
Raven.
Huh?
Meek Mill has been trending heavy ever since Diddy got locked up, and honestly, the streets are talking. Remember that infamous video where Meek was chilling in a pool, calling Diddy daddy and even saying he loved him? At the time, people laughed it off like it was just some playful banter, but now that clip's looking kinda suspect. No cap. With everything that's been coming out about Diddy's alleged freaky lifestyle, people are side-eyeing that video differently.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
But here's where things get even more sus. Since Diddy's arrest, Meek's been laying low. At one point, he was spotted riding dirt bikes in Africa and tweeting cryptic messages, acting like he doesn't know what's going on. Some fans are even speculating that Meek might be tied to the footage the feds allegedly found in Diddy's case. Could it be that Meek's trying to keep a low profile because he's involved in some way? It's starting to look that way, especially with how hard he's avoiding the topic. And just when you think things couldn't get any messier, Orlando Brown steps into the mix claiming Meek Mill is on the down low. Now, if you've been keeping up, you know Orlando's been airing out all kinds of industry secrets lately, and people are starting to believe he's got some real tea. He even mentioned Meek by name, suggesting that there's more to Meek's relationship with Diddy than meets the eye. But it doesn't stop with Meek. Orlando also dragged Rick Ross into the drama, saying Rose knows about Meek's alleged activities, and even suggested that Ross purposely signs rappers who are on the down low. Wild, right?
Do you think Meek Mill's gay?
We all know he's gay.
Who's we?
Rick Ross know he's gay.
I didn't know. It's news to me.
Everybody, Rick Ross knows.
Speaking of Rick Ross, he's been no stranger to Diddy's freak-off accusations either. Rose and Diddy have been spotted hanging out multiple times, and word on the street is that Ross has attended several of Diddy's infamous parties. Now, let's talk about that viral clip that had everybody raising eyebrows. A video of Diddy and Rick Ross washing cars together with some slippery soap. In the clip, Rose is shirtless, and Diddy's standing right behind him.
The slippery soap. Yo, I actually washed the car because I'm supporting my brother. I'm not just buying slippery soap. I'm actually using it myself. So, yo, just stay tuned to see Diddy and Rose wash the car. You never know Diddy got on Carisha roof of the truck.
With all the rumors swirling about baby oil and slippery situations at Diddy's parties, fans didn't hold back. One person even commented, "I would never trust Diddy standing behind me with a can of slippery soap in his hands." Yo, with everything going on, that clip is looking way too weird now. And honestly, the connection between Diddy and Ross is becoming more questionable by the day. Rose's been repping that lavish lifestyle for years, but now fans are starting to wonder if there's more going on behind the scenes than just popping bottles and counting racks. Could it be that Ross was part of Diddy's inner circle in more ways than we realized? Here's where things take a real dark turn, Usher. Everyone knows Usher as that smooth R&B legend with hit after hit and a Vegas residency to match. But rewind back to when Usher was just 13 and he was reportedly part of something called Diddy's Flavor Camp. Now, if that name alone doesn't already sound wild, wait till you hear what Usher himself has said about it. Years later, as a parent, Usher straight up admitted in an interview that he wouldn't dare send his youngin' to Diddy's camp. Makes you wonder, right? What really went down at that camp for Usher to say something like that?
We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle.
But that's not even the craziest part. Usher recently went on a deleting spree, wiping out all his tweets related to Diddy. Yeah, all those good vibes and throwback pics, gone. And of course, this move had people raising eyebrows, thinking maybe Usher's trying to distance himself from all this Diddy drama before things get even messier. And who can forget that awkward moment during an interview with Kevin Hart, where Diddy let something slip that had everyone side-eyeing him? Diddy casually mentioned something about waking up in bed with Usher. At the time, Kevin and everyone else laughed it off like it was some harmless joke. But now, with all these disturbing allegations resurfacing, that comment hits different. People are starting to connect the dots, and it's not looking good for Diddy or Usher.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed, at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented.
But wait, things get even more heated. Orlando Brown also hinted that he had something with Usher too. Yeah, you heard that right. In one of his explosive interviews, Orlando didn't hold back, even calling Usher Usher the Gusher.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence
Howard. Usher. Usher's a gusher.
Orlando Brown didn't just hint at having something with Usher, he also dropped wild claims about other big names like Drake and Busta Rhymes. Now, we all know Orlando's been spilling a lot lately, but with how things are playing out, you can't just ignore what he's saying.
We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you seen Busta in the airport too. That motherfucker try to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
Allegedly, Usher might be trying to keep more info from coming out, especially if Orlando's gearing up to expose more about what went down during their time in the industry. Now, here's the real question. Are these just wild stories from Orlando, or is there some truth to what he's saying? Could these rappers and industry moguls really be trying to bury the explosive secrets Orlando claims to have? And if hush money is involved, how long can they keep the lid on this before more spills out? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. And while you're at it, smash that like and subscribe button for the latest urban scoop.